Hi, I'm Jason Leahy, Executive Director of the Illinois Principals Association, and it's my pleasure to be with you for this final edition of IPA Talk for the 2016 calendar year. You know, as we're in this holiday season, I think it's always good to step back and reflect. And what I like to do at this time of the year is really, truly reflect on all the things that I'm grateful for. And when I think of IPA, first and foremost, what I'm grateful for are you, the member. And thank you for the work and dedication that you provide to your students, to your teachers, to your school community, the hard and tireless work that's happening each and every day as you work to do what's best for your students. And when I think about membership, obviously I think about the size of our membership here at IPA. And as of December 1st, we're very specific with this, membership sitting at 5,223 members. That's outstanding. We continue to see terrific growth, and thank you for your membership, belief in the work that we do here at IPA as we strive to fulfill our mission, which is to encourage you to work on your behalf, to develop, support, advocate for innovative educational leaders is what we strive for every day here at IPA, and I'm grateful for your membership, which gives us the privilege and the resources that we need to fulfill our mission as an association. Another thing that I'm grateful for here at the association is the good work that's happening with Ed Leaders Network, and the fact now that in Illinois, due to our partnership with the Illinois State Board of Education, we have over 265 school districts that have their rosters in of both certified and non-certified staff. So over 50,000 educators here in Illinois are taking advantage of that service. And the content that's there and the learning opportunities that are there and the ability to engage staff in meaningful professional development opportunities. I'm really excited also with regards to Ed Leaders Network of the continuous upgrades that are happening with regards to the site. We have some exciting things coming in 2017 with regards to Ed Leaders Network, and I'll get to a couple of those here in just a moment. Beyond ELN, we had something exciting happening here in Springfield this year. We brought Fall Conference back, and we're there at the Capitol Convention Center, Prairie Capitol Convention Center, downtown in Springfield, also at the Wyndham and the Doubletree. Had a wonderful experience at the Abraham Lincoln Museum for our welcome reception. Appreciate everyone that turned out for that to spend time together and encourage one another, have fellowship with one another, as well as participate in some outstanding learning opportunities. Really appreciate Senator Dick Durbin for stopping by and saying hello and sharing some things with us, as well as our keynoters, Thomas L., as well as Will Richardson. Appreciate all of those individuals and what they had to offer and the work that they're doing to share with our school leaders. Something that we did this year in collaboration with some other states, some other principals associations in Indiana, Missouri, Wisconsin, and Washington State was putting forward our new school leader continuum, most specifically our school leader paradigm. As we are looking to reimagine leadership this year at IPA, the paradigm is really providing us a foundation to do that, with at the center of that our learning leader surrounded by our intelligences of personal, social, systems intelligences within context that all leadership happens, and then this cycle of continuous improvement that circles around that. This paradigm really is giving us focus for how we need to look at school leaders, how we need to support school leaders moving forward as an association. And it's really going to be the basis for a lot of the resources and supports that we create from this day going forward. And I'm really excited about what we can do with everything related to that, particularly what's coming here even in as early as 2017. We had an outstanding this year due to your commitment participation with the Principal for a Day program. In October, we set a record with over 80 visits by legislators into schools, both federal as well as state legislators. And so thank you for taking part in that. I really can't emphasize enough the importance of you engaging with the legislative process, both at the state level as well as at the federal level. And there's nothing better that can be done than having legislators walk for a day in your shoes, see the things that you see, experience the things that you do, and be able to speak within the context of your leadership firsthand about the stuff that's going on with your kids, with your teachers, and with you as the school's leader. So thank you for that. That's really, though we emphasize that happening in October because that's when we celebrate National Principals Month and Principal Appreciation Week and Day in Illinois. We emphasize that happening in October, but it's really a program that can run at any time throughout the school year. So if you need help with that, don't hesitate to reach out to Allison Maley, our Government Relations Director, who'll be here to support you through that. And I do have to share my thanks to her for making that a very good year for the Principal for a Day program. A couple of other things, just want to reiterate to you that I'm grateful for and what's happening at the association deals with our building. We're doing some work here. We're putting on a small addition at the IPA office to give us a couple of more offices because our staff has grown a bit. But maybe more importantly, and this may sound silly, but if you've ever been at the headquarters here in Springfield, the bathrooms are pretty small, and so we've added some bathroom space for when we have large meetings here. In addition, we're going to gain a small collaborative conference room, and we've added some storage space, including a basement, just to meet our needs here and make sure that we have the resources available to then turn around and support you with your work. So really excited about what's happening here at the IPA office. And if you're ever in the area, please don't hesitate to stop by and see us. We'd love to give you a tour of what's really your building as a member of this association, show you around. And if you're in town and you just need a place to stop and spend a few hours to get some work done or whatever, if you're here for a meeting or whatever else, we'd be happy to have you here and join us in Springfield. So a couple of other things I want to share, not only what I'm grateful for looking back just a bit, what's happened the first 6 months of this school year in 2016, but also thinking a little bit about what we're going to be contending with in 2017. And it deals primarily in the policy and governance space that we need to be mindful of and fully engaged. And again, that's where this Principal for a Day stuff really becomes even more important when you think about the relationships that you're building with your legislators. One is ESSA. You've heard a lot about that from us here at the office. We're right now in process of working through the second draft of Illinois' ESSA plan. We're having some stakeholder meetings continuing here throughout the state of Illinois. In fact, by the time you'll have an opportunity to watch this recording, we'll be through all of those, at least for this draft. But we need to be paying attention to that and speaking into that, and letting our voice be heard when it comes to the accountability. We've got a lot of work happening with this in a variety of places, not only with the plan itself and providing our comments, but we've also got Daniel Booth, who's principal at Carbondale Community High School, who's sitting as part of the IBAM committee that's writing the rules and regs related to IBAM that will likely impact what happens with Illinois' ESSA plan moving forward. So that's one piece. Another thing that we're fully engaged with is with our alliance partners and our Vision 2020 partners is the school funding reform conversations that are currently happening within the commission as well as the stakeholder groups. I really want to express my thanks to my exec counterparts and Roger Eddy and Brent Clark and Mike Jacoby and their efforts in really shepherding the conversations through and being a great resources to the policymakers and other stakeholders to helping put forward our position of advancing the evidence-based funding model, which you can learn more about on the Vision 2020 website. But we really feel like this is the most appropriate way to move forward for school funding in the state of Illinois to make sure that kids get an equitable and adequate educational experience. And we want that for every kid in the state. So if you have any questions about it, don't hesitate to contact me, Brian, Allison, or any of our alliance partners at any time along the way, and we'd be happy to talk a little bit more with you about that. The other thing is we're going to have a new president, a new administration. The Trump administration will take over when President-elect Trump is inaugurated on January 20th. Betsy DeVos is been named currently as our Secretary of Education. Of course, she'll have to work through the confirmation process. It's been pretty well known that where she stands as far as education policy with regards to vouchers and choice. And though some of those policies are challenging for us as an association when it comes to our positions as an association, we still want to hopefully be able to work with her to make sure that we get education policies that are good for kids, that are good for public schools, and hopefully give us more control over accountability and the education process here in the state, in our state and all the other states across the country, that we can see the fulfillment and intent of ESSA that was really intended and passed to give more control to the states, that hopefully we can see those things fulfilled in a Trump administration. So those are just a preview of a few of the things that we're going to be looking at in 2017. Obviously, this overall state budget will be another issue of concern for us, and many other policy related conversations. Specifically here for us at IPA, I talked a little bit about the paradigm. Of course, that's going to be being used as a focus for resource and development support. Right now, we're in process of developing what we're going to call, very simply, the principals calendar. And with the principals calendar, not only are we looking to put tasks and to-dos, and this will be a members-only service, but tasks and to-dos as well as legal requirements and important dates that are critical for you as a school leader, and also adding in some opportunities to reflect on competencies and attributes that are put forward in the school leader paradigm. So be on the lookout for that in 2017. Also, IPA is in the middle of a large tech integration process, not only for IPA, but also for Ed Leaders Network. And we're hopeful to make the association and Ed Leaders Network a more personal, engaging opportunity for you online, and really ratchet up the functionality and power of the learning experiences that happen with Ed Leaders Network. So stay tuned to that and many other things, I'm sure, to come from your association. Lastly, I want to wrap up with this. I've shared some of the things that I'm really grateful for as executive director of this association, and not only the membership and the resources that you provide and the facility that we have here, all of those things are terrific, but really what makes this job a real pleasure as the association's leader is the opportunity to work with an outstanding staff of people who are committed to our mission as an association, who are committed to service, who are committed to doing what's best for you, and really doing whatever it takes to make sure that we can hopefully make your life a little easier and a little bit better as a school leader, and help you stay focused on what's most important, which are the kids in your building. So my thanks to an outstanding team of people here who work at IPA, and I am grateful for them, and trust me, they sure make me look a lot better than I deserve and make my job as executive director here a lot easier. So my thanks to you, my thanks to them. Have a terrific holiday season. And as always, if there's anything the IPA can do for you, don't hesitate to call any one of us at any time. And you can always check us out on the web at ilprincipals.org. Take care.